This one, it's going to be a little on the short and sweet side. I did San Diego earlier, and I was kind of running late with the Alien and Aliens video. So I just want to do something a little nice, small, and sweet. Space Invaders. We're going to be comparing the Taito game first, and then we're going to go on to Atari. Classic graphic right there. An upside down Y. Yes, this is the arcade game. You probably noticed there's a little something missing. The background. Well, from what I could gather on the background, well, those came with the cabinets. So what you're watching is the actual game graphics. No space sky, no planetary, just the invaders, you, and the shields. And you're just blasting and blasting away. And you're loving it. It's just a simple direction. You hide behind the shields, blast the invaders before they land on you. Sometimes you can last and sometimes not. A lot of times the shields protect you from the invaders, but there are also some times when they can be a hindrance. And there's the mystery ship. And I missed it. Okay. Lower the rank, lower the points as you climb up. You get more points blasted. Yep, got blasted. So, here we go again. Nice, fun little challenge. It was one of the few that started things. Did I get it? You had Space Invaders starting out. You had Pong starting out all the way back in the 70s. And plugging in a quarter and you were off to the races. This was one of the original hits. And you still like to go back to it from time to time. And of course, as the invaders grow fewer in number, they start speeding towards you. And the tempo also picks up. And they got blasted again. So you gotta blast. Hopefully you blast all of them. Game over. Back in the day, that was one of those games that was the bee's knees. Now, granted, you could not see any background because usually the arcade cabinets had a nice space background with the sky and the moon on it, but those were more or less painted in. On online, you don't get that background, but you get the gameplay. It's still fun to go back to, and it's still fun to enjoy. But as time went on, another company decided to make their own version for home consoles. Atari goodness right here. And this was the second video game I had in my collection as a kid. And for me, this is what I remember best for Space Invaders. To me, this looks and sounds better than the arcade game. I'm sorry to say that, but for me it does. Because you're hearing the bum, 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 and the blip, 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 blip. When you hear the arcade, it's like dum, 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 and shh, shh, shh. But for me, the blip really took off. And also the military sounding march as the invaders came at you. And I got burn. So it's like, and here comes the invaders coming at you. You're at the last. Descend faster and faster. And blast it again. And blast it again. And in the end, they just land on you. If I had to pick, I'd say I liked the Atari 2600 a lot better. It was one of the games I got from my childhood, and you can get real practiced at it. I like the sound. It was a lot more pronounced. And I think one of the invaders still had a similarity to Taito Space Invaders. But I don't think I should stop here. I saw one or two others that demanded my attention. This next one is called Space Invaders Deluxe. I have no idea what it is. I wondered what this was. I was always wondering, was this a hack? Was this a homebrew? Was this a release I didn't know about? I don't know, but this was definitely a lot of fun. The effects were different. The graphics way different. And yeah, I blasted the mystery ship right there. The ships, the invaders seemed easier to get to. And blasting. And knocked them out. And there goes another invader, SOS. Round 2. I was able to make it through to the second round on this one. The score and the level numbers are the same as they were in the original Atari 2600 game, but the design is more like the old bunker from the arcade. The mystery ship is a whole lot, well, actually I think it is a little different. Yep, round 2. Back at it again. Shields are gone. When they descend, you blast the shields. And then, let's see, 3 more. Yep, got him. And here we go. One more. Oh, blasted. So can we do it again? No. And, well, Space Invaders Deluxe. Loved it. Now that one was fun. That one was a lot of fun. I loved the sound. I loved the color. I was even able to advance a little more. So, a little bit of a smoother flow, I guess. Space Invaders Deluxe was one that won me over. I don't know if this was a homebrewed version. I don't know if it was a hacked version. Or if someone just made another cartridge later on. But I definitely loved it. And I think if any of you out there played this game, you'd get a kick out of it too. But we're not done. Yeah, I kid you not. Star Wars Invaders. Let's give it a look. Huh? Yeah, Space Invaders with Star Wars. I really cannot believe it. You're blasting TIE fighters. Looks like the TIE bombers. I think an Imperial shell. Oh, they got blasted there. And Star Destroyers at the top. And probably a TIE Interceptor just above that. Star Wars in a Space Invaders setting. But regardless, it's the same game. You're still blasting, and I don't know what that was. But still shooting. Shields are gone. Obviously, you're operating some kind of gun. I don't think it's the ion controller on Hoth, though. Well, the ion battery. Not bad. And here we go. Blast. Blast. Ooh. And one more. The Star Destroyer landed on me. Yeah. Star Wars Invaders. And those were like Star Wars ships. I could make out the TIE Fighters, TIE Bombers, Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, Imperial Star Destroyers. And you pretty much had to blast them like Space Invaders. Definitely a hacked game. But a fun one. But one more. Yeah, I'm wondering about this. Yeah, blasting a Pepsi symbol up above and the word Pepsi as it comes down on you. And a fleet of invaders. Essentially, this is a Coke ad. And yeah, you got a counter. Yeah, blasted there. It's odd. And blasted again. And... okay, still blasting the Pepsi letters, or... C, and 3 invaders in a row, and still blasting, and Pepsi, I couldn't got the P, blast again, the lives didn't end, and they're not landing on you, so, and it's like you got a Coke counter just above. So you're just blasting the word Pepsi, and you seem to have infinite lives as long as the clock is ticking down, and you're blasted the Coke symbol. You could lose your shields though, apparently, but you get to keep blasting at Pepsi for, I'd say, about 3 minutes straight. This is an interesting hack of Space Invaders, and this is Atari Space Invaders, reconfigured to be a Coke ad so that you're blasting at Pepsi. Clock is ticking down, and your score is growing higher. Apparently, you represent Coke. Blasted that, just 2 more P's, and the P does not land on you. Again, you got blasted and you got lives at the end. And you're still going at it. The clock is still going down. 30 seconds to keep blasting at Pepsi, while your Coke score just keeps going up. Blasted again. And you're still blasting at Pepsi. 13, 12, 11, 10... 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coke wins! Surprise, surprise. Yeah. Pepsi Invaders. This was definitely another Space Invaders hack. Where the word Pepsi has replaced some of the invaders. The Pepsi symbol has replaced the mystery ship. And basically you just blast, well, 1 row of invaders and the word Pepsi at least 5-6 times. And you gotta do it in 3 minutes. And all you do is just run up your score, run it up, run it up, run it up. And Coke is always the winner. Especially since your player just seems to be a laser blasting Coke can. Nice, fun little game. And also does not require a major time investment. I really enjoyed all these Space Invaders games. Not just the arcade one, but also the Atari 2600 version, which I always look to pop a copy in when I was home. And Space Invaders Deluxe, which may be a hack, maybe not. Definitely the Star Wars Invaders game. And Pepsi Invaders was definitely worth a laugh too. Space Invaders is a game that always just seems to come back in one way, shape, or form. And it's always a good friend to be there if you just want to take a break, not think too much about a whole bunch of stuff, and just want to blast aliens out of the sky as they descend down upon you and either look to blow you out of the sky or just land on you. Space Invaders is an old friend you can always go back to if you just need to go back to something.